How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So glad each and every one of you can make it, as always. You ever wondered how to rectify or make micro cuts, if you will, for lack of a better term, in your video? In other words, you said something or there's a lot going on, you want to delete that part, you want to add in a sound effect or something right there at a particular part in your video, but you can't find it. Let me show you how to do that real quick in Davinci. Now, like I said, you made a mistake, you got somewhere that you want to put in a audio clip or a sound effect or whatever, but you just can't find the exact point of where you want to cut it because you just can't see it. So here we go, let me show you. Let's go in here and I'll pull in this one real quick. Just open your Davinci Resolve, click and drag the clip you want to use, and I'll show you, because in this one I talked a little fast, but as you can see right here, a lot of little ups and downs and peaks and valleys, but if you listen to it, here's what it sounds like. Oh crap, that's not the way that's supposed to go. We're going to have to fix that immediately. Now see, I talked kind of fast. So how do we find that? We can do it like this to try to guess. Oh crap, that's and if you look right there where that second high peak is pretty close to what I'm looking for, okay? That's pretty close right there. Oh crap. Right there. But I want to get it at the beginning of the word. So how do I do that, you may ask? Well, if you come right here, there's a slide bar that has a plus and a minus. And what that does, it zooms in your audio and video clips. Watch what happens when I slide it to the right. You can make it wider or you can make it smaller. Doesn't matter. But you know, I guessed and said that that was pretty close. Well, let's extend this out and see how close I actually was. See, we now have it zoomed. And as you can see, I was nowhere near the word crap, which is where I was wanting to put it. I'm wanting to cut it right there and get rid of that, okay? So here you go. Oh crap, that's not... See, that's not going to work. I want it to be right at the beginning of oh crap. Crap. And there's the word. I can get it close and I can bump it one frame at a time if I want to. That's what's so great about Davinci Resolve. That's the middle, that's the beginning of the word, that's the beginning of the frame right there, so I'm going to have to cut it there. So I'm just going to cut it, then we'll go to the next frame, that's the middle, end, and there's the very end of it. So now all we got to do is just bump it over a couple. Click that, right, with the razor, I'm sorry. To cut it, you go up, highlight the razor, bring it down, cut it, and then when you're done with that, go back up and click on your selection tool, because if you don't, you'll cut it in the wrong place again. Then it's as simple as going down, clicking on the section you want to get rid of. Then you can either right click and go up and click on delete selected, or you can just hit delete on your keyboard once you highlight it, delete, and bam, moves it over. Now here's what it's like. Oh, that's not the way that's supposed to go. See, old crap is gone. Still got the O part, but crap is gone. Now we can zoom it back out to where we want it, where it was, however we like it. Oh, that's not the way that's supposed to go. We're going to have to... Well, see, it's all gone, every bit of it. Now, something else I want to touch on is how this layout looks. Now, the overall layout with Davinci Resolve 15 and 16 are pretty close. But this being Davinci Resolve, when you open up your edit tab, this is what it's going to look like. This might look a little different down here. And the way you change this is go right beside that slider bar I told you about a minute ago. Looks like a little film strip. If you click on that, it gives you a couple options. How to view your clips and how you want your timeline, okay? Well, as you can see right now, it's just one long continuous clip. I could click on the next one, let's see what happens. It changed it. It made it just a little bit different. Now if I go all the way over to the right, look what it does. It makes it so small you can't see it. So I like for mine to be somewhere around there. Now I need to change the video height, which I can use the slider underneath that and make it whatever size I want. And I can change the audio to where I can make it larger also by dragging the same thing. But if you look, there's no audio there right now. and I want the audio in there. But you can click on the first timeline view options. That gives you timeline markers and all that good stuff. I like to use the middle one. Some people like to use the one to the right. Just depends on whichever one you like to use. But I strongly suggest playing with these, because sometimes whenever you're editing your video, especially like in 4K, 4K uses a lot of resource. So you may want to change this so that when you're looking at your timeline, you can actually see the video, because you might see just a section of it, and this right here might be blank. So just play around with these settings until you find the one that really works for you. See, I like to have my audio in there, and that's the last one. You click that. This one adds subtitle tracks if you want subtitles. I don't really care about subtitles. And then this is your main one. If you hover over it, it tells you exactly what it is. Stacked timeline. And that's what it is. You get stacks. You could take another video clip, put over it, keep going, keep going, keep going. And then this is how I want it to be viewed, right? So I can click either one of these and it changes it. But I do not like that. I don't like that at all. And I could change the track height, but see, there's still nothing there. I've got it maxed out for the video. I like to either use the middle one or the one beside it. The thing with the first one, it puts in a lot of individual pictures. It looks like it's just, it looks like it is frame by frame by frame, because that's pretty much what it is. If you hover over it, it doesn't say anything, and it really doesn't tell you what all these options are. But I like using the middle one myself. It doesn't show you frame by frame by frame. It shows you a section at a time. But I just wanted to put this out there so that you could see what's going on with this crazy thing. If you want to change your layout of how your audio and video clips look, right there's how you do it. Again, I'm going to turn it all off. Okay, let's put it back on small. Everything's turned off. As you can see, there's nothing there. Now if I click on that first one, it's going to bring up the timeline. But this is still the same. Okay, all that right there does is control the timeline options. Whether you have multiple tracks over here, whether you have single tracks. So unless you're worried about your timeline edit flow, don't worry about that. I like the view options. That's what shows up here. So I'm going to maximize the video to about 2/3 of the way, and then I'm going to click the first option. And that's what you get. It's the same picture. I can click the middle one, and you can see a section of it disappears. This is the only drawback. If you're using 4K, I don't recommend using this one. I would use the first one. It shows every second of your timeline. That's not the way that's supposed to go. We're going to have to fix that immediately. Okay? That's just the way it works. So play around with these options until you figure out exactly what you like, what you want, and all that stuff. And just go from there. But I just want to put this out there because, you know, some people were wanting to change how this looks. They couldn't. They were saying, I was getting people telling me that they couldn't figure out exactly where to cut. They couldn't get it cut just right. So I wanted to put this zoom in there to show you that this is how it works. And just, you know, try to help you out with any questions you might have. So if you have any questions, but be sure to feel free to ask. I'll do my best to find out. And by all means, if there's anything you would like to see on Davinci Resolve that I haven't showed you, feel free to post that up too. And I will try, if I don't know how to do it, I'll do my best to figure it out and let you know. But until next time, you know what I say, get out there and enjoy your cars. Right now it's too dark for me to enjoy my cars, but this makes my videos about my cars that much more fun for me to watch, and I'm actually in a roundabout way working with my cars, if that makes sense. So until next time, we'll see you. Thanks for watching.